Whew. Why were we late? 'Cause Brandon was pooping. He didn't have his Raisin Bran. Poopity poop. Poopity poop. Poopity poop. I want. Baby, we here.
You can never have too much fiber. We steer.
You in the right direction. Can we keep this the entire show, please?
Yeah, this is just how we do the show now.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. Yeah.
Till Nikki G comes on the show, we will honor.
We have to get him. Listen. Yes. Count Snapula.
That's what. Well, Will came up with that. So
well, great job, Will. Great job, Will.
He came up with it. He put it in the script, and then he texted me about how proud he was for Count Snapula.
That legit. Will Keys, absolutely crushing it. Hold it down. Take a bow.
Might play center. We don't know. Might play center.
Listen, folks, this is going to be a particularly off the rails episode today because one, we are heading into the dead zone. It is the time where there is going to be absolutely nothing to talk about with the NFL. One. Yeet. Two. And three, Brandon Perna's going on vacation. There's going to be no GPS next week. It is going to be silent. And so we're going to be more off the rails than even usual because there's nothing to talk about, really. We're going to talk about some fifth-year options that were declined. And,
we will do that, yes.
Almost vacation time.
I do think that's interesting.
Gotta believe in Joe Hendry. Listen, Joe Hendry, who just did a cover of Higher from Creed, but did it to another wrestler. It was like, can you please get fired? It was great. Play the guitar. It was
great parody. Weird Al Yankovic of wrestling, huh?
And he's in TNA. Put the belt on him. Put the strap on him.
Look at this.
I wonder who that is.
Our own show's commenting on our own show.
Wow, showception.
Yeah. We'll do that. I'm trying to write through a power rankings thing right now, so maybe Monday that'll be a good episode.
I put mine out, you know.
Nice. Yeah, you're on top of it. Great. Yeah. Mr. Efficiency.
Brandon, the dream of the Nuggets and Bucks dream is dead.
I know. What the
It has been shot. I had it because Dame came back, and I was like, okay, just gotta hold off. Get Giannis back. And no, they pooped the bed. They pooped it. Playoff hockey has been really good. The Avs, right? They're doing things.
Yeah, their goalie Georgiev, bad game one, gave up like 50 goals, and then has been lights out since. And they won 4 in a row after dropping the first one to Winnipeg.
There you go.
So they're hot. They're hot right now, but it's hard because the Nuggets just had their playoff series with the Lakers, so that's gotten probably more attention.
It did.
And I haven't really watched the Avs. Like, I've watched the Nuggets, but the draft, playoff basketball,
playoff
and
hockey.
then I try to fit hockey. I can't. I had to watch Taylor Swift in there. Come on now. Come on now.
Guillermo, I hope surgery with the wife goes well. Hope everything goes well. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, Guillermo. Godspeed.
Ready for some laughs. The Broncos QB room.
Nothing funny about that now. We got Bo Nix. We're Nixonites over here.
It's not Nixonites. I don't think that's going to stick.
Big Nix energy.
I don't know if that one works either. It's a
I am not a crook.
Too many. Do you think if he doesn't do well, he's like, I am not a QB. Is that what's going to happen if it
Well,
doesn't
I'm
go?
not a system quarterback.
Listen, you just got to get, if it doesn't work out, eventually you just got to get his head in a jar, Futurama style, and then he could just be an offensive coordinator. It works out.
Bo Nix is going to be good.
Listen, injuries. Dame, Giannis, sadness. Now for the second year in a row, I can't go to a Bucks playoff game because they get eliminated like the week right after the draft.
We're either the Nixons or the Boners. We got to pick one, guys.
All right.
Boners. We're all boners now. I kind of like boners. Ooh, we're boners. Boner, boner, boner.
I thought about putting the Brown. I need to see more from Deshaun Watson to have any hope. And I have hope in the
fucking blows.
Yep. I have hope in the defense. I have hope in Nicholas Chubb coming back. I don't know why I called him Nicholas Chubb, but I did.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know. And Stearns would be like, he had a really good loss record. I know, but nothing too inspiring. Gotta see. It's gonna get interesting.
The bone zone. There we go.
No,
not the red zone.
Ew, no.
Because we had the rust zone. You've entered the bone zone. Okay, now we're good.
Bone zone. Okay. All right. Oh, that's a good point too. They don't have Flacco. They don't have.
Yeah. What? Like the Browns not bringing him back seemed like the dumbest move of the offseason. Had the slam dunk right there for him. But now Flacco's backing up Anthony Richardson. So
it honestly would be kind of amazing if Zach Wilson just balled out in Denver.
They start him week 1 just because their Bose needs another week or two, and then Zach
and he just has
like 400 yards and
4
5
touchdowns. Yeah, 100%.
Hey, whatever, dude. Whatever. I'll take it.
Just that he has enough faith, like he builds up enough trust. Because how many games in a row would you need to see of Zach Wilson being good before you actually had hope of like, oh man, like he could be
18,
the guy?
17. Sorry, 17 games in a row. We'd have to be undefeated.
Full season, 18-0, and then you get to the playoffs, and then they completely crap the bed. As
they get to the playoffs and they just switch to Bo Nix. Then,
yeah, they're like, this is fine. Yeah. We're good. We're good.
Ooh, Botox.
Dude, I will say that NHL hockey, like I've had it on the background when I'm doing a lot of work. It has been so much fun to watch. Yeah. Like it really is one of the best like playoffs that you can have. It's fast, it's exciting, and like you don't even need to have like a vested interest. And I'm still like, damn, like this is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, hockey is good. It's such an underrated sport. I'm surprised how it's not more popular, but I still prefer watching NBA to NHL for whatever reason. It's easier to get into. I don't know. For me.
Hockey dope. NBA, yeah, well, you also have a vested interest, right? Because, like, you have the Nuggets, and the Nuggets so, like, it helps.
2022, I watched a ton of Avs playoff hockey. 2023, the Nuggets, of course. And I like them both, but I don't know. I think just it's probably, well, it's tough because the Avs have Nathan McKinnon, generational hockey talent. The Nuggets have Jokic. I just watching like an NBA player of Jokic's like caliber to me is more interesting than hockey. For entertainment purposes. And hockey, like you really got to me, like the NBA, you talk about having hockey kind of on in the background. Like to me, you really got to focus on hockey to truly appreciate it. The NBA, it's like so much is happening, like back and forth was like it's scoring. Hockey, they're going back and forth a lot, but you're kind of just waiting for a score. I feel like you got to focus on hockey more to really appreciate it. The NBA, you can watch a little more passively.
I agree with that.
And then be like, oh shit, that dunk just happened. Or, oh my God, this guy just hit 2 threes in a row in front of whatever.
Hockey's pretty damn cool because it combines like the fast pace of like the NBA, but the scoring of soccer. And I love soccer because it's like, it builds that tension, right? Yeah. Where it's like, oh, if it's like 0-0 or 1-1 or 1-0 and you're like trying to come back for it, it's like one goal could completely change this. You're not really going to have a ton of that except if it's the last few minutes of basketball, right? Where it's like, oh, like that 3 like is going to completely change the game. And it gets really, really exciting. I completely agree, especially when it comes to playoffs. But I think hockey is just that tension building of like, oh man, third period, like what are you going to do? It's fun. I enjoy it.
The problem with the NBA, it's like the officiating can take over the game. It can slow it down. It can be lopsided so much more significantly. And that can happen in any sport, but I feel like that happens a lot less in hockey.
Yeah.
And so somebody said this about the NFL, and I think about it a lot. They're like, the NFL is actually just like soccer. You just attached a bunch of points to your scoring, so it looks like scoring happens a lot more. I was like, that's kind of true. Like a 3-2 soccer match, that's, 3 touchdowns. That's like a 21-14 football game.
Yeah.
It just looks like more because each touchdown's worth 6 and field goals, got 3.
Yeah. Toronto, I think they've played once or twice. Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like then that gets mixed with like the CFL because they don't really play in Canada anymore. So
Seattle and Buffalo, that's basically Canada.
Okay.
You did it last year. You were basically in Canada.
I mean, then Canada left a mark on me. So
yeah.
I mean, I will say
actually Canada I would have
gotten healthcare.
Yeah, that mark would have been taken care of for free.
God. You know what? It has faded a lot. You could still see like the mini scar. It's one of my most proud scars that I have. Because scars remind us that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. Is hockey at the speed of golf? Soccer is hockey at the speed of golf. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's a good comparison.
You can't replace the fights that you see in hockey, though.
No.
It's something all sports should embrace.
See,
specifically the NBA.
See, I always thought that having a shark as your hockey mascot, if it's too cold, the shark he's gonna be frozen.
Yeah. Surprising, like there's no polar bears
there should be polar bears.
Yeah.
There should.
What else is out there? A killer whale? Somebody's got to be a whale.
Orca?
I'm sure some whales. Orca? The orcas.
The orcas.
Orlando orcas.
I like it. The double O's. I like that. I did do a whole stream.
Yeah, you did do a NASCAR stream.
I did. Pardon, we want to talk about some fifth-year options getting...
Yeah, let's talk about these guys real quick here because this is interesting.
I'm sorry, what? I did not know there was GCU fanfiction.
There's so much there that I don't know.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, Perna, don't worry. You'll understand soon when you watch. Oh, Brandon, by the way, I'm going to be doing a full... Yeah, no, I'm going to make you watch it by yourself.
What?
I'm doing a full rewatch of the GCU before Coach Season 6.
Whoa.
I'm going to stream it and everything.
Wow.
You seem so impressed.
Whoa. That seems like a chore.
You know what? Maybe on vacation, you could watch it.
I mean, I've got 2 7-hour plane rides, but I don't know if I'm going to pay for Wi-Fi, so we'll see. We'll see. All right. So this kind of came out yesterday as players' fifth-year options were and were not picked up. Obviously, these make sense. All of these quarterbacks are on different teams. So this is from the 2021 NFL draft class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zach Wilson with the Broncos, Trey Lance now with the Cowboys, Fields with the Steelers, McCorkle, Jacksonville. Not a single one of those teams would have any interest in paying these guys like $20+ million for their fifth-year option. So,
just a reminder. So this happened a few years ago. There was the shift in case you're brand new to getting football. Basically, the fifth-year option, when you're drafted in the first round, you have an option to basically guarantee their pay for a fifth year. So a lot of teams will draft somebody in the first round that they plan on holding on to for 5 years, and they don't have to worry about their contract. The problem is a few years ago, what it used to be, fifth-year options were not guaranteed money. So let's just say you said, okay, I'm going to pick up this guy's fifth-year option. He's going to play for a fifth year on me, but then he gets hurt week 1. You didn't have to pay him. Now he gets hurt, you got to pay him. So it's completely and totally guaranteed, and it's based off where the market value is for that particular position. So Zach Wilson would have to get an average of what a bunch of other quarterbacks get, Trey Lance exactly. So that's why they're not doing that. Just in case people don't know. And
that's good.
And no.
I think it's always good to explain that because...
Too subjective, Antonio.
I think we always assume everybody knows this bullshit, and it's so boring. Like, why would you even want to know this? But yeah, it takes like the positional average, right? So a quarterback's going to make like 20 some million, and other position groups like a running back, their 5th-year option, it might be nice. Like they might be making 10, 12 million dollars. It depends on where the market's at. So it's interesting. It can work in a player's favor sometimes. Usually it only matters for quarterbacks, really. It's easy to move. You don't have to take a guy's 5th-year option, but what it does, all these other guys, it puts them in a prove-it year. One to their team. If they play well and a team doesn't pick up their 5th-year option, then they set themselves up for a nice payday after the season because they're playing, on the last year of their rookie deal. They're probably playing under market value. And there's 2 guys on this list that I really feel like could make themselves a lot of money if they play well, and that's Najee Harris and Eric Stokes.
Mm-hmm.
And Stokes, they didn't pick up his option because injuries last year, right?
Yeah, no. So he has been injured. He had an injury a couple seasons ago and then was out for the majority of last year, came back for like a game, then hurt his hamstring. So yeah, injuries have kind of just derailed Eric Stokes the past couple seasons.
Yeah, because Eric Stokes was playing pretty well before he started to get banged up.
His first year, yeah, ton of speed.
Eric Stokes goes fast. That's what
Eric
I
Stokes
remember.
Go fast. That's what I said.
Go fast. Eric Stokes go fast.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Steelers don't pick up Najee Harris because, one, why would anybody ever pay a running back?
Yes.
Fucking idiots.
So here's the thing, because this has backfired on teams really recently, too, because with Daniel Jones, right? They didn't pick up his 5th-year option.
Also a running back, basically. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. And the Giants turn around and were like, oh, crap, we got to pay him. And then, like, Saquon, he got franchised a bunch of times. Yeah. So, yeah, Najee Harris, that's an interesting one. Because Coleman, I think, actually tweeted about this yesterday of, like, when you draft a running back in the first round, unless they're a generational talent, the idea is you hold on to him for, like, 5-6 years, and then you just go get another one.
Yeah. But positional group, since the 5th-year option, I think running backs have, like, the lowest percentage of having their 5th-year options picked up.
Yeah.
Of any position group, and I think it's by a wide margin. The Steelers also have Jaylen Warren, and yeah, you can just draft. You can draft Najee Harris's replacement.
Shocked.
And it's not to say that he's not good, that he doesn't have value, and maybe his value really shines if the Steelers' offensive line is as improved as we think it might be because of the draft. But it'll be like if he plays really well, it's like, is he gone, or do the Steelers value that? And he's going to have to play well for Russ or Justin Fields to succeed in mix with Jaylen Warren. And Jaylen Warren might be the better running back, the more dynamic running back. So that position's interesting to me. Caleb Farley was drafted by the Titans.
Yeah.
And he fell in the first round, but that's because he had like serious injury concerns. Like
it was his back, if I'm not mistaken.
Back issues. It was a big like medical red flag. And so that's why Caleb's here. Kadarius Toney,
we know why
drafted by the Giants, now with the Chiefs. And if the Chiefs take you and you play the ball catching position and they don't pick up could they I guess the Chiefs could have, because they acquired him at the right time. Like if the Chiefs aren't taking you as a receiver, that's probably a sign you're
not a good sign.
You're gonna be somewhere else next year.
Hey, 2-time Super Bowl winner.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, great for Toney. Made an impact, in that first Super Bowl anyway. Both in return game, caught a touchdown.
Maybe they'll actually be able to beat the 49ers then, Detroit fans.
Ooh.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, because, this is kind of what we were talking about yesterday with the Steelers and Justin Fields, too. Whether they put Justin Fields as special teams or not, the fact that this is a conversation is not great. It's not great at all for Justin Fields and the forecast there, because I think that tells you a few things. One, they're just trying to figure out where they're going to utilize him on the roster. Probably just a 1-year rental. And I think Russell Wilson's definitely their guy unless proven otherwise, unless he's like really, really bad. So I don't see. I agree with you. Najee Harris could get a decent payday, but he really has to go off this season. And I think Stokes is really high up on that list too, because he just hasn't played. And the Packers have we've been talking about this the entire draft process of drafting a guy in case Eric Stokes doesn't come back. Now, the Packers didn't target corner until their very last pick of the draft with King. So I think they're saying, hey, he's healthy. We're going to see how it goes this year. If he does really well, maybe he'll get a contract offer from the Packers. If not, they'll draft a corner next year.
Well, let's just hope it works out.
Yeah, Stokes is good. It's just he hasn't been on the field, man. So like, I get it. You can't pick up his 5th-year option because you just don't know what player you're going to get this season.
What about our friend Shoyinka?
It's your guy. Also, I'm sorry, Alex Leatherwood down there.
Yeah.
Oh, Raiders. Like that is. Okay. It's
got how. If you've got calloused hands, you too can get yourself a Leatherwood. It's a masturbation joke, Tom.
Yep. Nope. I got it.
Calloused bricklayer hands. That'll give you a Leatherwood. No feeling down there. Not with these hands. Listen. And Zaven Collins, drafted by the Cardinals. A pick I really liked for the Cardinals that year because we thought the Broncos might be looking at linebacker. But Vance Joseph, they take these weird, like 6'3", 6'4" linebackers. They did it in Arizona. They try to move them around.
OBJ just signed with the Dolphins.
Oh, don't care. Don't.
Brandon's crusade against Odell Beckham Jr. continues.
So overrated.
Hey, listen, 2 big signings today. Chase Claypool signing with the Buffalo Bills. OBJ signing with the Miami Dolphins.
Good for Chase. Good for OBJ.
OBJ could be serviceable with the Dolphins.
He's a good number 3 receiver.
Yeah, put him as a wide receiver 3. Have a nice day.
Didn't it? I like the Dolphins draft. I gave him
not gonna be number 1.
A very good draft grade. Yeah, that's a solid move. Like Braxton Berrios is their 3rd guy right now. Bring in OBJ. Gives you a little more, gives you some nice size there.
Better than Claypool.
He is better than Chase Claypool. I'll give him that.
Better than Chase Claypool, so
I'll give him that.
Hey, remember when I thought he actually signed with the Dolphins like a few weeks ago? I was just a little early.
Well, just early.
Just a little early. That's it.
They gave him $8 million. They gave OBJ $8 million.
Oh, okay. That's a decision.
I see Bark saying that.
It's a decision.
Let's see here. What do we got?
Yeah.
1-year deal, $8.25 million. Right. I mean, it's not for a veteran receiver. We keep saying that, like, ooh, that's too much money. But the salary cap keeps going up. Let's not pretend like we know or care.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
Now, maybe they'll need that money if all of their defense is injured again, but...
Sure. Oh, it's up to 8.25?
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
so...
It probably counts as $1 towards the cap. This is $8 towards the salary cap. It is a $8.24999 million signing bonus.
If it's up to 8.25, yeah, I mean, a bunch of that money is probably not going to be guaranteed. I would imagine it's going to be somewhere around 5. I would imagine.
Yeah. Dude, I like him in Mike McDaniel's offense. McDaniel offense. Mike McDaniels.
You got to try something, dude. I mean, the offensive line, still a little worried. Still a little concerned about it, but I'm curious to see, because the Dolphins, like, it's a make or break year. I mean, you have Tua, like, you have a lot of highly paid folks on that team. Yeah, this is legitimately a make or break year for the Dolphins. And it's just, they just keep getting I mean, they should have won the division last year. They had ample opportunity to do so. They are dealing with a ton of injuries, like, all the time.
Yeah.
It's not great.
By the end of the season, they had none of their edge players.
No.
Chubb out. Jalen Phillips out. Rip Van Ginkel out. So I like the Chop Robinson ad. Hopefully Bradley Chubb can get healthy. Hopefully Jalen Phillips is ready to go. That'll make a big difference for their defense. They added Jordan Poyer. They might as well add Justin Simmons at this point too. Somebody pay Justin Simmons. Jesus Christ. Fact that man still, it's probably post June 1st like edition, but like, come on. Somebody
Could he
pay
come
that
back
man.
to Denver if he doesn't get signed?
Oh, I would, dude. It would be the most. It would suck because he's probably going to come back for less money.
Oh, it'd be a
like,
significant pay cut.
It's an elite move for the Broncos, a really shitty move for one of the best dudes who endured some of the worst years your team has had, just played out of his mind, been a pillar in the community, picked off Patrick Mahomes more than anybody else in the NFL. But if they can get him back, woo, I'll take it.
Do they get Dak? I don't know.
Replacing Tua with Dak? Oh my God, the internet might break.
Dolphins would, like, their heads would explode. The fans would be like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
Let's just swap. Tua goes to Dallas, Dak goes to Miami. Let's see what happens.
I'd watch that. Like, watching Dak with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, like, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
That would be funny. Dude, Tua's good. They'll pay him.
Let's go. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tua's gonna be interesting. He's just got to stay healthy. He's got to stay healthy and hope the rest of the team stays healthy too.
Yeah.
And much better was just a day. Much better. Much better.
Tua would be better if he were right-handed. I'll tell you what. Oh wait, he is. But his dad forced him to be left-handed.
3P coming?
Oh, I'm not worried. Not worried.
Will you sell it? What if it's the Broncos that just sneak their way into the wild card and eliminate the Chiefs? Would that be like the best day in the past like 5 years?
That would be yes, that would be amazing.
And it's Zach Wilson who does it. No, it's Zach Wilson.
Oh, even better. Zach Wilson beats the Chiefs in the playoffs. I might get another million viewed video if that happens.
I think you would. Also,
for the first time, it would be because I'm happy about something.
Chinese food is great. I don't know why there's so many E's, but Chinese food is great. I might go pizza though.
Yeah, who's gonna top pizza?
It's Italian. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Bippity boppity skippity scoppity. Come on now.
I've been like it's been referenced because I'm watching Tokyo Vice, right? And that was right after Shogun.
Yes.
And there's scenes where people are eating, and like I've never been to Japan. Seems like a cool place to go. Like I want to go check it out. And then I was like, you know how? Like if I was like, I don't know how long I could eat, like Japanese food before like I would really start itching for like Mexican food or like you know what I mean? It's like how long? Because I think all food has like every food there's elite tiers of it, right?
If you're locked in a certain cuisine, how long can you be satiated with that cuisine and nothing else? I got you. I pick up what you're throwing down.
There's a ton of fish, and I like fish, but it's like, ooh, if that's like the main thing, like how long before I'm like, give me some freaking green chili and a burrito, please. Where do I get that in Tokyo? I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure they have different cuisines. Japan's
but like they don't have green chili. I know that. They barely have green chili outside of New Mexico and Colorado, so I don't think it's making it overseas.
All right, so then in that case, because we're off the rails, what is Mexican like the cuisine that you think you could stay in the longest without any
easy.
others?
Yeah.
It's really
Fuck
easy.
Every other food. I'll eat Mexican till I die.
That's fair.
Every day, if I had to choose one food to eat every day for the rest of my life, it's Mexican food. It's not even close. Yeah. And I'm Italian, so
yeah, I know. Bibbidi
suck
bobbidi
it, Italy.
scoppity.
Suck it, Italy.
That's tough. It's so versatile too, and it's always good.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot of things with it. I think Ralph Barbosa has a really good bit about Mexican food being better.
I'm thinking about this.
Oh, what the hell is the bit? I don't know.
quesadillas, tacos.
But see that every like food group actually like it's not as versatile as you think, right? Like Italian food's just like a bunch of different versions of pasta with sauce on it, right?
Correct.
Mexican food's a lot of tortillas. Like it's just different shit inside
rice and
your
beans.
tortilla. Like Indian food, you just get different flavors of like
Indian food is so good.
Dude,
Oh,
good Indian food. Like we have a spot out here that I limit it to like twice a month because I spend way too much money every time I order from there.
So good.
It's like, I got to get this. I got to get this. I got to get this. I don't think Indian food gets enough credit for being really good.
I've told you, it's like Ethiopian food is like some of the best food I've ever eaten.
Right,
it's so good.
Let's not get crazy.
It's not crazy. Have you ever had Ethiopian food?
No. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. It's really good. Like, it's really, really, really good.
If I can't get it at Cheesecake Factory, I don't think it cracks.
I don't. That's a scary barometer. And now I call into question your entire food rankings after this. Do we have faith in the Chargers? I think that they will be solid this year.
I do. I think they're going in the right direction finally.
Yeah,
And that's a scary thing to say about the Chargers. You got to believe in Jim Harbaugh. He's done it everywhere he's gone. I think Justin Herbert, you're going to see him play better, more efficient. They're building the trenches right now. So let's see how everything else shakes out.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's like this year we'll see like some improvement. I don't think they're going to be like incredible, but
yeah.
That's how it goes, Steven.
No, there's no chance, guys. Come on.
I mean, there is.
No chance I would even be considered top 100 for that category.
What if you chain yourself to the Broncos stadium?
Idiot of the year.
It's an award. It's an award. I'm just saying. Zach Wilson beating the Chiefs in the playoffs. Yep. Yeah. Listen, it's the off season, baby. Now we're going to be talking about this kind of stuff. We're already talking about food.
Anything is possible. NFL seasons are long. Injuries are real, like X factors. You can't predict like which teams are going to be healthy, which teams aren't.
Oh my God. I just realized too, I'm going to be in Mexico and I could get
Colorado, New Mexico have better Mexican food than Mexico. No, one of my good friends, Oscar, shout out Oscar Flores. He's from Mexico. Okay. We visited them when we were in Oregon. He lives in Oregon now. They cooked us just such amazing food.
Oh, it's got to be.
She's like, oh, Oscar, you really stepped up to the plate.
I am very excited to eat in 3 places. Not the UK, because like it's basically going to be similar food, right? Germany, I'm curious. Haven't been. But Spain, I think is going to be some awesome food. Mexico, I think, and freaking Brazil, man. I think Brazil is going to come with some heat.
German food doesn't even have to be that good because you're just so full from beer. Like whatever you put in, you're like, yeah. I think like there's a sausage in every beer you order there. So you eat while you drink.
That's going to be an issue. But, well, that's the thing. I am preparing myself because I think London's going to get nuts. Germany and the amount of beer I'm going to consume because we're doing 2 fan events because it's 2 different cities within Germany. Yeah, that's going to be, going to need a day after that one.
England's probably got the worst food. Like, nobody talks about London cuisine. Everybody's like, fuck, can I get something good to eat here in London? Dear God. Oh, fish and chips. Thank you. Let me dip it in my tea. This place sucks. I've never been there.
Brandon Perna shoots on London hard.
I don't think it's known for food.
When do you think Penix starts? They better hope it's not until like a year and a half from
I think
now.
week 8, 2027.
Yeah.
2026.
They better.
Just a day shy of Penix's 40th birthday.
Because nobody wins, right? If it's like, he starts this season, something has gone tragically wrong to the QB that you've just guaranteed a lot of money to. So there's no good answer unless it's 3 years from now after winning a Super Bowl. That's the best answer you got. Sorry, I know I haven't eaten yet either, so I get it.
Oh, I finally tried the Cosmic Crisp apples. We want to stick with food, guys. I got them.
Okay,
We had some apple tops.
What'd you think?
First batch of Cosmic Crisp apples, disappointing.
Oh,
I was like, am I gonna have to come in hard against Cosmic Crisp?
ooh,
I was like, you know what? I think the apples I got, they just weren't good. Sometimes, fruits, vegetables, you don't know. So I went back, got them again. Better. Still not as good as a Honey Crisp. Second
Honey
round,
Crisp is
though, I was
great.
like, this is pretty good.
Pink Lady, also very, very good apple.
Yeah.
One thing. All right, 3 to 4 months straight. Okay. Because that's the thing. It can't be the same meal. All right, Perna, there you go. How long can you eat the same meal? How
I
many
can eat
days?
it. I can eat it a lot.
I could too. I can
Yeah.
because my food usually tastes very good because I make sure it does because I don't want to eat boring ass food. But I could go for like a bit.
I could eat Mexican food every night for the rest of my life and I'll be fine. Peanut butter and jelly. I had that every day for breakfast for like 4 straight years in like middle school to high school.
I had peanut butter.
Then I switched to Cinnamon Toast Crunch every day.
So did I. And then I got sick of it though.
I was like, why? And I put orange juice in my cereal because I didn't like milk. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch plus orange juice. It's just like a bowl of sugar with more sugar on it.
I get that.
I didn't realize I was poisoning my body for years.
My mother will also speak to this. I went through a phase like when I was younger, like I ate just Cinnamon Toast Crunch and I couldn't have milk because they also didn't have a lot of these alternative milks either. So I just had to eat dry ass cereal.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is all sugar. So I'm like, oh, this tastes delicious, right? So then I was really into it. And my mom bought like a ton of boxes. And then I was like, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, dry cereal. I did that.
Don't like it anymore.
I hated milk so much that I had to like gradually get to being able to put like milk in like Cocoa Krispies or something because it turns to chocolate milk, right?
Yes.
But I started by putting chocolate milk in Cocoa Krispies, Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles, okay.
I was like, well, this is maybe a little too chocolate.
Are you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah, and I was pooping for Cocoa Puffs.
You're making more chocolate milk.
Just ass piss after that. Finding the best tacos in Japan. Ooh.
That should be. Brandon, listen. If you want to just go to Japan and we'll figure it out. We'll make the content. It's fine.
Yeah, I want to go to the all nude bathhouses with you. You know, you got to go and you got to be totally naked.
They have
then
those.
We'll learn a lot about each other.
I mean, we don't have to do that, but I mean, you go to Iceland and you have to shower usually nude, and then you put on some trunks and you go into the.
No, but in Japan you do it the old way, just naked in there. My friend went. Pretty sure that's how you do it.
See.
Best tacos in Japan. Where are they, guys? Somebody tell me the best taco shop in Japan.
Mexico's Peak. Oh, come on now. Bread? All right. I'll try some bread. I can't wait for day one of this international trip. I'm like, yeah, let me try this cuisine. And it has dairy in it, and it just kills me day one. Yeah. It's the most awkward international stadium tour. Johnny's like, I don't even know what we film anymore. And now it's me.
It's a bell pepper filled with milk. Here you go, Tom.
No! Could be.
Have bell pepper.
I've heard this, Sean. I've heard that they are very kind to grass people. It's not London, but I went to Scotland and I still remember this place. It was like the Flying Goose or something. It was in Scotland and it was so good. It was just a bar, like an underground bar where they had a ton of vegan bar food and it made me so happy. It was so happy. There you go. Steakhouse changes life.
Ooh.
There you go, Brandon. There you go.
Oh, one good restaurant in London.
Listen,
I'm sure there's great places there. This is London's
not
known for food. England's not known for food. Trust me, our American food, if it's done right, sure, but
that I'm intrigued by that.
we're known for gorging on McDonald's and Cracker Barrel. It's not like that's elite tier food.
Brandon.
There are people who eat McDonald's for breakfast and then will go to Cracker Barrel for dinner. Okay? That's America.
Even if it's not.
Ugh, boiled food. Disgusting.
What? So we get at Applebee's?
Dude, Applebee's is the worst restaurant on earth.
Okay.
It's got to be the worst restaurant chain. I would go eat somewhere else knowing I'm going to get food poisoning before I go back to Applebee's ever again.
I have never agreed with you so much that because as a teenager, I would again, Chili's was number one for me, right? Yeah. Red Robin was really good. Like they had good burgers and stuff back in the day when I wasn't a grass person.
Good. It's just bad for you.
Yeah. It's
deliciously bad for you.
Applebee's, I went and I remember not having any money, being a broke ass teenager, bringing my then girlfriend to Applebee's and eating this and going, I'm broke as hell. I know I deserve better food than this.
Yeah.
I will save up my money just to go a tier above. Just a tier above.
It's I lived with my grandparents in college, and there's just a handful of restaurants we'd go to. And being, 19 years old, I don't have opinions on food. I'll eat anything. All of it's good. But I remember going to Applebee's with them a couple times and be like, we're not coming here anymore. This place is just terrible.
It's not good.
Chili's was in the rotation.
Chili's was good. Why'd you pull the chicken crisp for Chili?
Mostly it was Dino's. Anybody who lives in Denver, Lakewood area, Dino's, greatest Italian restaurant ever. Around since the 50s. It's no longer there. It's a gas station now. But that was my family's spot growing up. Eat there once a week. But
I would argue the Falcons did it to themselves.
Yeah. I
would argue I did nothing but commentate.
The hard thing for the Falcons is if Penix is very good after the Kirk Cousins experience, then we'll look at this move differently. But if the Falcons are really competitive and close to getting to a Super Bowl, and it's they're just one impact player away from being that team, then they effed up. You don't go get Kirk Cousins if you don't think you can compete for a chip.
You mean how after the Packers went to the NFC Championship game, they drafted a quarterback, and that's why I was upset, and not the fact that it was Jordan Love, but the fact of hey, we just went to, I know we really shouldn't have been there, but we could go. And I get it. It's just the same conversation over and over again. So the Falcons are going to have to hear this as just different context.
But it's so much harder to justify Atlanta because the Packers did that late in the first round.
Yes.
If you were thinking about one
pick
of these rookie quarterbacks, you shouldn't have paid Kirk Cousins. You were sitting at 8. You could have had Penix and all the cap room in the world and paid a ton of fucking dudes the next few seasons in free agency.
Get your impact player at 8.
I would have been high on the Falcons not going after Cousins, drafting. We would have been all offseason. What's Atlanta doing? What are they doing? They didn't go get a quarterback. And then they take Penix, boom, there's their plan. Right. Love this. Penix feels like a guy who's going to just be good in Atlanta, and he's got weapons right away. He's a ready to start quarterback, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, handing off to Bijan and Tyler Algiers. I've been Penix might have went to the best situation of any of these rookie quarterbacks. Now he's got to fucking jerk off in a Cole's dressing room while he waits for Kirk Cousins to finish his tour of duty. Makes me mad because I want to see Penix play now, Tom. I want to see him play now. He's the victim here. Michael Penix is a victim. Should be on a team ready to play him.
Why is he doing that in a Cole's dressing room?
That's what you do at Cole's.
No, there's people in there. You don't do that.
There's no locks on those doors either. That's what makes it real risky.
Is that what it makes him feel alive? He's I got to sit behind Kirk Cousins. The only thing it makes me feel.
Yeah.
I've never had the dumpling.
Imagine Kirk Cousins in an Atlanta strip club just flicking Cole's cash out. Oh,
I don't think I could ever picture that. If there's one person I don't think is going to go to a strip club, it's Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I don't.
Lame.
I don't.
Soft, lame QB. Oh, I'm married. I love my family. I'm not going to go look at naked women. Get a life, Kurt.
Oh, so you've been going to a lot of strip clubs, Perna?
No. I'm not a strip club guy. I would never do that to my family. I love my wife.
But I'm just going to make fun of Kirk Cousins for not doing it. There you
if
go.
I were an NFL quarterback, then they know I get to go to strip clubs.
Have you been to this place? Cafe Giordano's? Benson's Dino's.
Ooh, I haven't because other side of town, but Cafe Giordano's.
It's on the other side. It's on the other side of the tracks.
That's like a 40-minute drive to get over there.
Applebee's where we tell nervous guys to try and take dates to low C tier.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. Is Applebee's expensive? I haven't been in so long, literally, because I've avoided it. Are the prices still reasonable?
Yeah.
That's the question.
I don't know.
Because
I remember Applebee's being in Friday Night Lights.
You know what? This is really how I wanted this conversation to go. The price of food is too damn high, bro. Like, it is.
Everything.
You go to Chipotle and, like, bro, Chipotle used to be kick-ass. It used to be so good. It was, like, pretty good for you. Now it's, like, $15 for a freaking bowl or, like, a burrito. It's expensive, dude. It's expensive. I don't go to McDonald's anymore because, obviously, what the hell am I going to eat there? But, like, there and all, it's gotten super expensive.
Dude, I remember, like, Chipotle in those places, the burritos were, like, $6.99 when they first started. I was like, that's a lot for a fast food burrito.
That's true, baby. That's true, Jacob. Yeah, and now the prices are insane, like, even crazier.
Yeah. When I was in high school in Wichita, Kansas, my parents knew this guy, and he opened, like, a burrito restaurant in the mall. So, like, I worked there, and he was on to something. Like, he kind of understood, like, the big burrito thing. And this was before, like, Chipotle or Qdoba blew up. So he was trying to do that same concept. He did it in the mall in Wichita, Kansas. Unfortunately, the restaurant next to him was called Taco Tico. So I can't tell you how many people I'd see come, look at our burritos being $5.99, and then look over at Taco Tico and see, like, 99-cent tacos and 89-cent burritos, and be like, they would literally come up and ask me, like, why would I pay $5.99 for a burrito if it's cheaper over here? Why is it so good? I'm just like, it's like a 17-year-old kid trying to sell you on food. Like, I don't know, man. Eat whatever you want.
Listen,
but, like, right next to it, it's a tough sell. It went out a bit.
That is a tough sell. Big Ol', listen, I get it. You needed a change, which is why you went out and got Kirk Cousins. Doesn't still make sense for the Penix one, though. It does. Everything we've talked about this on the show, it just doesn't make sense given all the circumstances of you just paid a big-time free agent, you had a top 10 pick. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Yeah. And hey, culture's good.
Kirk Cousins, it was a great move. It should have just been the only quarterback move.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I listened to Euphoria. Oh, and I didn't listen to, I know Kendrick just dropped a new one this morning, too.
No, I
Drake
can't keep up.
It's a tough time out here for Drake now.
It's hard out here.
Also, I mean, the guy hasn't made good music for a while, so not Kendrick. Drake, I want to be very clear. Old school Drake, great. What it has been, bleh. I've been to an Olive Garden once.
Olive Garden, not good as well. Still way better than Applebee's, though.
I think just everything there kills me.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of cheese.
You follow Jordan the Stallion on Instagram?
I don't think so.
He gives away, like, he gives away, like, recipes to all these places.
Okay.
Very funny. Great follow. But he did the Olive Garden, like, spaghetti sauce. If you never want to eat at Olive Garden, just watch what bullshit they put in their spaghetti sauce.
As an Italian.
Their marinara sauce. Yeah.
I get you.
It's a sin. Jordan the Stallion and the Chef Reacts. You watch the Chef Reacts guy?
Oh, is that the guy who's always angry?
He's always high and he's watching people cook stuff and he's just like, what are they doing? Basically.
Yeah. I've seen that. Dude.
Oh, get us. If you find it. Oh, dear God.
Oh, my God. I have to find it.
They won't let you through customs with that. I know it.
I mean, pretty much everybody eats bread.
Eat the ball, right?
Eat the
This one is a little bit deflated.
Bake the Shape website.
If
What?
you see it.
Bake the Shape. This doesn't seem like that's right.
Yeah.
I got Bake the Shape. I can't find Eat the Ball.
I don't
Hold on.
know.
I
Maybe
typed
it's
in
out.
eat
Maybe
the-
it's out of commission finally.
Hold on. I typed in Eat the Ball Germany. Russell Wilson sued over edible balls. That is
Yeah.
a literal headline. That's what I'm looking at. Is football shaped bread the wave of the future? Now it's in
They've
2016.
rebranded as Bake the Shape. They do all
Oh.
sorts of shapes now.
It's Bake the Shape.
Wow. GPS outlasted Eat the Ball. Dang.
Hold on, but did you see this though? Look at all the new ones that they have. Hold on.
Hearts? Let me see the heart.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on. Our product range. They have a brioche mouse, a brioche bunny, a star, a heart.
Dude, where's the Russell Wilson?
Yeah, this is not.
There's Eat the Ball.
There it is. It's a
Woo!
puff. The American football original.
Oh. Is that chocolate filled Eat the Balls?
Yes.
Put this ball in your
I
mouth.
literally can't even eat it. It has butter in it.
Put this ball in your mouth and wait for our warm, gooey surprise.
Oh God, Brandon, why do we do things?
That's their slogan.
Listen, I really liked Chipotle, and every now and then, like once every few months, like
Chipotle's good.
it's too expensive, man.
It gives me diarrhea too. Like the Chipotle diarrhea, like memes and jokes, like that's real. And it took me a while to realize that too.
I've had like one issue with Chipotle, but I also don't get their meat though. I get their
you got to get the
sofritas.
meat, dude. Their
No.
meat's gonna go through you.
I don't
like
want to.
thick
I'm okay
water.
with missing out on that.
Yeah.
I'm all right. All right.
Chipotle, a diarrhea
There you go.
prescription.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If your doctor says you need to have some diarrhea, just go to Chipotle.
There's a few good. There's like been a few good songs on a couple albums. Nothing compared to like what it was though. Nothing. We missed
I've never listened to Drake.
It's like a renaissance. We did.
I've listened to Kendrick Lamar, but
I
I've
don't
never
have to do
listened
that. Nay. I have to dress up like Caleb Williams in a dress and paint my nails pink. That's what I have to do. That was the punishment.
Oh, if you can't find that,
Yeah.
I found a good alternate.
Okay.
Let me
I couldn't
see.
find that exact one. I kept searching for it.
I bet we could reach out to Caleb and make it happen.
Okay.
I feel like this is a good alt
I did see that one.
because this can be done. This can be done.
That one definitely can be done.
Is he wearing Jinkos? Are those Jinkos?
I don't even know, man. I don't know. Listen, he's gonna pull it off a lot better than I could.
Ooh.
That's it. That's
Travis Kelce walked, so Caleb Williams could run.
it. Yeah, I could not find that. That first picture, I could not find
because
it.
it's like a designer thing.
Yeah, it probably cost like thousands of dollars.
That's why it was so good. Such a good punishment. This would work. You can get one of those old football jersey things, some big baggy black pants.
It's like one of those like old like pennies that you throw on in gym class, like when
Yeah.
you're in like middle school. They're like,
when
"Here
you're
you
the
go."
red team.
That's fair. Brandon, what are we gonna do? You're gonna be gone for so long.
I know. We'll be here. I'll be here Monday, but then we're taking a little break.
Oh wait, we're doing a show Monday?
I think. Yeah, I'll be here if you want.
Oh, I thought we were. Didn't we just say we're taking all next week off?
Well, I'm going to be gone Wednesday to Wednesday. So it'll be
Wow.
Wednesday, Friday, and then a Monday. And then another Wednesday because we get back Wednesday.
Okay.
So we should do a show Monday or else it's going to be like a 2-week break. It's up to you.
All right, we'll see how the
We'll see
cards
what comes
fall.
by Monday.
We'll see how the cards fall on Monday. We'll see what news breaks.
See, I don't eat Taco Bell, so I don't know.
I've actually never had Taco Bell in my life. Not once.
Wow.
because I couldn't risk it.
You should
'cause,
be
like,
deported for that, honestly.
there was cheese everywhere, and if I had any, I would die.
If you haven't eaten at one of the big major fast food places, you should be deported.
Where am I gonna get sent to? Iceland? Oh no, what a shame. Bye.
No, I'm not going
No?
to send you to Iceland.
Damn it. Come on, man. There's that cheese everywhere. Jeez, come on now. NASCAR driver Mark Martin loves Gucci Mane. It goes deep into his catalog. I love when there's like random like athletes or like celebrities that you would have never anticipated just being like hardcore like metalheads or like loving old school rap. That makes me very happy. Makes me very happy. Okay.
Yeah, I like surprises too.
Perna, what do you got coming out today, buddy?
If I can get it finished, it'll probably be tomorrow morning. I'm going to do power rankings too. I'm going to copy you, Tom.
Swimming pools, maybe. Hold up, drank. Come on now.
But we got Barks working on the 2020 season recap right now. So when I'm on vacation, that'll go up. And that shit's going to be like, it's like 35-minute episode. Sorry, Johnny.
Yeah, I might be doing draft grades today. Definitely Q&A tonight. By the way, tonight's going to probably be a long Q&A. Just an FYI. It's probably going to be like 2 to 3 hours. Just an FYI.
Whoa.
Just an FYI.
Why not? You have a lot of questions to ask yourself?
Yes, I always do. But folks, we appreciate that, Caddy, and maybe we'll see you on Monday. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS, and you have been navigated. What? Oh.